Welcome to the YouTube channel Trivia Trick 360. Today we will see a simple program in Java, that is addition of two numbers. Yes, let us begin the program, that is addition of two numbers in Java. So let us give the title, that is addition of two numbers. Okay. So let us end the comments now. So the program begins with importing a package because we want to add two numbers. The two numbers are going to be entered by the user during the runtime. So now let us import the package from the utility library, that is import dot util that is Java, import Java dot util dot scanner. So remember, this is very important. If you are trying to get the input from the user during the runtime, you need to get the scanner class. You need to import that scanner class into your program environment. Now before we proceed with the program, let us save this program. That is, I go with the save as. Now I have created a folder for this programs. So it is always a good practice to have a dedicated folder. I name this as addition of two numbers. So or simply say add numbers. Let us say simply add numbers. So with the extension, that is Java. So don't forget to give the double quotes at the beginning and ending of this program name. Since we are writing the program in Notepad++, so we need to give this extension so that it will automatically take care of this Java environment. Now proceed with the next line. So here we are trying to create a program, that is add numbers. So first we begin with public. Here in Java we create a program with a class name, that is use the keyword class, and the program name should be similar to your the class name should be similar to your program name. Add numbers. So here, see here, add numbers is the program name. That's how you have saved the program. Also we use the same class name, add numbers. Now begin this curly braces. So you can see the indentation, it is coming automatically since you have introduced that curly braces. That means the block of code has begun, right? Now in the next line we are going to create a main method that is supposed to be public. So we can define its characteristics of the main method, that is static, public static void. Name of the main method is itself, that is main, public static void main. Now so this method has string args, string array of strings, that is args. So this is the line that will take care of creating the main method. What are its properties? It is supposed to be the public, nothing but the access specifier, and it is static. That means there is no specific object, and while it is not specific to any object, no need to create any object for this specific method. And it is void. That means it never return any value. The method main will never return any value. So you know this, the purpose of this string args. So this is the one to get the arguments from the user in the console. So now at the moment we created this as empty. There is an array of strings with size 0. That means this method do not require any input. That's what we are going to say. Now create one more curly brace And here the idea is you need to get the numbers from the user and finally you need to sum up. So this is nothing but you are seeking a number from the user during the runtime. That means you need to create an object. You need to create an object from the scanner class. So that is scanner. The object name is input. What it is? I am creating a new object, new scanner, right? And now, so what is it? System dot in. So here in is nothing but your input stream. So which reads inputs from the keyboard during the runtime. Now give this semicolon. Don't forget to give the semicolon here, right? Or now we are trying to create an input as an object. Input here input is an object. How we are creating this object? This object is created from the scanner class. This is already imported into this environment, in the program environment, right? Now let us prompt the user to enter the number. Let us say system dot out dot print. System dot out dot print. What you want to convey to the user? Say that enter the first number. Enter the first number. This will appear before the user, right? And then user can enter the first number. The moment user entered the number, this should be saved or stored in a specific variable. Since it is a number, the variable which you have chosen to store the number is supposed to be integer. So let me save this in the variable that is num1. So what are the characteristics of this variable num1? This is an integer data type, that is int num1. How we are saving this number? Input through the object input dot next int. So remember, this is the line of code that will take care of saving the number, the first number entered by the user into the variable num1. Similarly, we ask the user to enter one more number. So for ease of convenience, I will copy this SOP line. Now I will simply paste here. This time what we are going to say, enter the second number. So the moment user enter the second number, you want to store that in a specific variable. So don't forget to end the line with the semicolon. Semicolon is must here. If not, you can see the error. Now the second number should be stored in a specific variable, in one more variable, that is num2. Let me say this as num2. Again, this variable is of the data type integer, int num2. How you are storing that number in the variable num2? Through the object, that is input dot again next int, right? So this will store the number entered by the user in the second variable. Okay, now end the line with a semicolon. Now coming to the actual operation, what you want to do? You want to add two numbers. So the moment you add the two numbers, the result should be saved or stored in one more variable. The variable is again supposed to be the integer data type. Remember, now the first number and the second number are with the variables num1 and num2. So we are trying to add these two numbers and we want to save this in the variable that is sum. Int sum equals to, it is a very simple operation, num1 plus num2, right? We are done with addition of these two numbers. The moment you add the two numbers, the result is stored in the variable sum. Now you want to display the result. How can we display the result? Once again we will go back to system. We will write the sentence, that is to print the sum. We will write the line of code, that is system dot out dot print ln. I will use this time because the will go to the next line after printing this sum. So you want to exclusively say that it is a sum. So now you display that value. How can you display that value? The value is with the variable sum. Okay, this is how you can display the result by the addition of two numbers. Okay, so since we have allocated some resources to the scanner class, thereby the object created by the scanner class input. So now once this operation is done, you want to free up the resources. So you need to close this input, close input, close the scanner class or the object. The moment you do this, the moment it executes this one, it will free up all the resources until now used by or accessed by the scanner class or the object. Now whatever we have created up to now, we need to end all the curly braces. Now see how many curly braces we have created in the beginning. 1, 2, right? There are 2 curly braces were created. Now you need to close them at the end of the program appropriately. So you can clearly see this is the curly brace is representing the first one, and this is the curly brace is for the internal one. So with this we have created the program for addition of 2 numbers. Now give Control S. Okay, now let us try to execute this program. So go to the folder where we have created this program. So the program is created or stored here in this folder. Now you can see add numbers.java is already there. Now you open the command prompt from this folder. Open the command prompt from this folder. Okay, first the execution of this program is in 2 steps. First try to create the Java class, Java C space. What is the program name? The program name is add numbers. The program name is like this, add numbers.java. Okay, so the moment you enter, it will throw you any errors. See, you can see here there are errors. What are the errors here? Package, Java 6 error, package system does not exist. That is system. So what is the error here? This is nothing but the spelling error. We, instead of saying system, we said SYTM. Go back to the program and try to correct it. Where is the program here? system. And there is one more system here, system.out.sys system. Okay, there is one more system here. You correct all those spellings. So if you have written this well in advance, it is fine. Or otherwise, if you have any errors you notice in the execution time, you can correct it. Now try to execute it once again using the Java C command, Java C add numbers.java. So this time there are no errors. Okay, now you are ready to run the program. How to run the program? Say Java file name. What is the file name? Add numbers. So you can see it is asking the user to enter the first number. Let us say the first number is 20. Now it is asking enter the second number. Let us say 10. And the moment you enter, it will say the result. That is sum is 30. The sum is 30, you can see. Okay. So with this we end this program, this session. Thank you.